Sometimes the hardest part of growth is actually letting go of what no longer works for you and what is holding you back. It's also important to understand what is actually holding you back, which is why my series Reflect, Reset, Bloom come and help with that, to help you to reflect on your year, understand what's working, what's not, and how to implement more of things that are actually working and bring you closer to your goals and to the person who you want to be. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some practices, habits, and mindset that I'm letting go in 2025. Procrastination isn't laziness. In my opinion, it's fear disguised as delay. For so long, I have been waiting for that perfect moment to do that certain action or take that certain step, but I realized that there are no perfect moments. Nothing will actually change until you actually take that action. Yes, timing can be important, but when we're talking about procrastination, the timing is of essence, so it is important to take that action now and not procrastinate, because that's when you can lose your momentum. You essentially just lost an opportunity. Starting is always better rather than waiting for some perfect condition that might never come. The only way forward is to take that first step. People pleasing is really hard for me to let go, because it has been a way for me to avoid conflict and avoid discomfort that can be caused by said conflict. But I've also realized that people pleasing has been actually a way for me to disregard my own needs, which is why for so long I have been saying yes to things that I really didn't want to do, and for things that actually have been draining me and leaving me with absolutely nothing in terms of any strength to do something for myself or for my own well-being. I also realized that if you are not attending to your own needs, it's really hard for you to actually be fully present for people around you, which is why it is really important to fill your cup first before filling somebody else's cup or helping them fill their cup. I've spent a lot of time comparing myself to others. It's true what they say, that comparison is the thief of joy, because it truly is. When I start comparing myself to people, I get into that constant loop that I am worthless, whatever I am doing is pointless, because there's always going to be somebody who is going to be doing better than me. In 2025, I'm going to try and let go of the idea that I should be measuring my journey to somebody else's, because our journeys are unique. If I really want to start going into comparison, I'll rather compare myself with how I was a year or 2 years ago, rather than comparing with some stranger who I have no idea what they've been through and what their path in life looks like. I will be honest with you that when I used to look at other creators, and still sometimes do, I am getting jealous, I am getting envious that, they're getting that much engagement and likes and followers and brand deal and collabs. But I'm trying to get away from that mindset and those thoughts, and I'm catching myself doing that. I am trying to get into a new mindset of thinking that creativity thrives in collaboration rather than constant competition. Yes, competition sometimes can be healthy, but most times it's actually very unhealthy, and I think it stifles your growth, and it actually stifles your creativity, because you're trying to be somebody who you are not, and you're trying to act like somebody else. And maybe those things are working for them. It does not necessarily mean that those things will work for you. Instead of looking other creators as competitors, I am trying to look up to them and look at them as a way to inspire myself to maybe try a different thing or push my limits a little bit further. Also trying to think of other creators as a way to build a supportive community with each other, because at the end of the day, community is much more important. Community can actually help you to get inspired and do things that you thought you'll never do. I think this one comes with the desire of being able to control everything, because I would always wonder and think and dream about how my dreams will happen or how a certain aspect of my life will unfold. But I am trying to stop doing that. Instead, I am just trying to trust my paths, trust my instinct, essentially let go of control and let the life and things unfold as they can, because I always used to say that beautiful things things happen when you least expect them. And that's really, really true, because the most amazing and I want to say things that literally blow your mind happened in a way that you least expect them. They were like in a very, very subtle way, if that makes sense. Essentially, I am learning to trust the process and understand that things will unfold in their own time. I really, really think that every person who is in social media world did it and been doing it for quite some time, sometimes to extremes. I would like constantly refresh my page to see if I get more views, more likes, more comments, more followers, and it's actually so unhealthy. I would look at my screen time and I would be like, this is absolutely insane. I am actually spending more time on dwelling on my stats rather than creating and thinking of what I can create, or maybe actually just doing something else like filling my cup. Trying to stop doing that. Of course, I'll still gonna go and analyze what videos performed well, what videos didn't perform as well, and kind of learn from that. But at the same time, I'm also going to just detach myself from the stats, because those stats do not define me. They do not define me who I am, and then they do not define my worth. I am also trying to live with the mindset that the impact that I make is not in numbers, but it's in the connections and the stories that I share and how they resonate with the community. I've been my own harshest critic for so long, and I keep doing it. I call myself a dum-dum all the time. If I didn't do something right, I'm guilty of that. And this year, I'm trying to change that. I would be trying to treat myself better as my own cheerleader, as if I would treat my best friend. I would be trying to speak to myself with more kindness and compassion. And I am also learning to trust myself, that I am truly capable, that I am worthy no matter what, that I am deserving of the good things that can happen and will inevitably happen. Overthinking has been quite draining for me, because I would be overthinking things that should not have been overthinking, and they should just be really let go. Like, even for example, filming this video, I've been struggling with procrastination and overthinking and thinking how I should start, and if I should start, or if there's like a point or whatever. I essentially spent like 40 minutes just dwelling on it and checking my stats, and I'm like, you know what, whatever, I'll just do it. I also came to understand that sometimes overthinking creates more friction and more confusion than it actually needs to. So in 2025, I am still going to think through the situation, but I'm not going to be dwelling on it and coming up with the worst case scenario before I actually take action. Instead, I will again be trying to trust my gut and trust that things will work out in the best way possible. That not to say that I will completely disregard planning and all those things. Of course, I'll be doing that, but I will not be overthinking and overanalyzing. Essentially, I will not be overdoing it. Burnout is extremely tough, to the point that you are questioning everything around you, as well as questioning what you've been doing. So I am definitely trying to avoid that. For the longest time, I thought and believed that the harder you work, the more you work, that's the only way for you to accomplish your dreams, your goals. And yes, in certain aspects of your life, that could be definitely true. But at the same time, you are yourself working, you are yourself doing those things. So there is nothing that's coming in you, like filling your cup. There's no way that you can push through. And even if you would push through, the result will not be that good. So it is important to catch yourself when you are just about to be extremely tired and get into that burnout stage. Take a step back and reassess the situation and think that maybe, taking that little break or even a day off is not gonna stifle your growth, is not gonna prevent you from accomplishing your goals. If anything, I think when you are taking a step back, you will take 2 steps forward once you're all rested, relaxed, recharged, and you'll be able to get even more momentum going, and you'll be like, wow, I should have done that sooner. I'm hoping to live with that mindset in 2025. But I will be looking back at certain things that I did or didn't do, and I will be second guessing myself whether I've done the right choice or not. That also comes with, feeling guilty or feeling shame. For example, if I said no to an event or to a friend, because I was at the same time protecting my boundaries. So I will be trying to let that go in 2025, as well as the need for constant external validation. I will be learning to trust myself more and more, that I indeed made the right decision, and that will, at the end of the day, it will serve me in terms of growth. And no matter what consequences might be of that decision or lack thereof, I will still be able to move forward and get through whatever that might be. So these are the habits that I am letting go of in 2025. I know it will not be easy. I know it will be difficult. That is why I am keeping journaling as my go-to. If there is something that you are letting go in 2025, please let me know in the comment section down below, and let's support each other in our personal journeys of growth. In the final video of the Reflect, Reset, and Bloom series, I will be sharing things that I am implementing in 2025 to have my best year yet. So make sure that you stay tuned, and hopefully I'll see you in that video. Bye!